Hey guys, my name is Jason Sago, former UFC fighter. I've finished pro fights with arm bars before, and I'm gonna give you guys 3 drills to improve your arm bars. All right, drill number 1, and it's important to keep in mind when you're doing these drills, we don't wanna be putting too much stress on our partner's elbow. So the goal isn't to make them tap every time, it's for our own body mechanics. So first drill's from the guard position, and when we're doing it from the guard here, I want you to start with C-clamp grip, controlling both the wrists, both feet start up on our partner's hips. We're gonna generate some energy by lifting our heel up towards the sky, and as we kick it down, our head follows in that same direction. And as that's happening, we're elevating our opposite leg, putting it over our partner's head, and then we're hamstring curling down. I'm still using those same muscle groups, my adductors, I'm squeezing my knees together, heels down, and then hips up. And then as we reset, I'm gonna push off of his back, his lat muscle, with the same grips I originally had. Our grips never change, I'm always controlling the wrist. I lift my leg off of his head, I kick it down, and I'm gonna do a complete 180, all the way to the other side. Boom, lift up, kick. Lift up, kick. And you're trying to round out your back so that you're easily able to pivot from side to side. Number 2, mounted armbar drill. So with this one, you want to start low and heavy. Your partner's basically just going to be bench pressing you up the entire time. So wide base with the hands, he's pushing up on the chest, and then you could start with a few swims. You could swim on the inside. Once you're comfortable getting your positioning back, then we're gonna create a triangle, and then we're gonna square up that triangle right on the center of his chest. So when we put that in the center of his chest, we're gonna use that to help us elevate. I'm trying to be able to lift my knees off the ground. And as I elevate and lift my knees off the ground, if my right arm is the one on top, I'm gonna slide my right knee right beside his head. My other leg folds. I'm kind of squeezing my legs together, kind of isolating his elbow. You can see my hips have shifted off to the side, so that way my hips are perfectly in line with his elbow. When you're ready to go, you can lean out to the side. If it's your first time, just go step, step, step. Control the elbow, pinch your own elbows, heels down, hips up, and then rotate heels towards his. Shin folds, and then we're back to where we started, low. You can start with a few swims. You can go 1, 2, and then on your third one, I'm just gonna go to the other side, triangle. We jump up here, and then transfer the weight. So that way you can easily move this leg over his head, control the wrist, elbows in, down for the finish. Up and over. I'm just gonna jump right into the armbar. He goes, I go. Boom. Up and over. He goes, I go. Boom. Here. That's the mounted armbar drill. Number 3, knee on belly arm bars. So we're here, he's pushing away, right? He's trying to get up on his side, and that opened up his elbow. We're gonna hook underneath his elbow. We're gonna pull him up onto his side. Then I'm just going to push his face down towards the mat. I'm gonna step over, my foot steps all the way over, and then I'm gonna pivot on this foot, cut the angle, and then come down nice and close. Bring your hips close towards his elbow. We wanna make sure that fulcrum point, my hips right underneath his elbow. And we come down, we finish, and as we pop back up, we rotate, I hop, boom, I'm already in that knee on belly position. He's already got both hands on the knee. Push the face down, cup the elbow, step, and rotate. It's a knee on belly armbar drill. Here are 2 key points you guys should know. 1, when you're doing the finish for the arm bars, always make sure that his thumb is not pointed down towards the floor, always pointed up towards the sky. This is gonna put all those joints into alignment to make the finish more effective. One of the things to remember, thumb to the sky makes him cry. Point number 2, very common escape for the armbar is that as I'm starting to pull this back, he starts to rotate, hitchhiker escape, and then he's turning the angle of his elbow and eventually escaping and getting on top. If you want to prevent that from happening, If you look at this, turn a little bit. If you're looking at this elbow, as I'm starting to go down, one thing is you can bring it down to the close side, the south side, and I also control his elbow. As he starts to rotate, it stops his body from fully rotating. Whereas if I don't have this elbow controlled and I bring his hand up to the north side, that almost helps his escape. So do two things to prevent that. One, bring the elbow down, south side, the hand down to the south side, and as it's rotating, you could start to control that elbow to make sure it can't fully rotate over. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to know some of the finer details on how to finish the armbar, check out this next video.